first pit stop. Sure.
I have it all figured out for the devil special order out here.
This town? Correct?
Okay.
Okay. Nice place to visit.
Well, what do you think about the trip out through the eastern part of Turkey so far there, David?
Pretty wild oasis here. I sure wish I would have cleaned the windshield at our last stop.
There's a truck coming, guy.
Tell him to keep his eyes on the road, not look over here then.
Yeah. Ari? Tobias.
بعيد.
Huh?
بعيد.
Berry?
بعيد.
Yes, uh-huh.
No,
Yes,
بعيد.
Berry.
Far.
Uh-huh.
بعيد.
Yes. Maybe 2-3 hours.
2 or 3 hours.
See, we had the tire trouble.
Yeah. You see the bee?
Berry. Okay. Berry. There's a room in Dolbaz. Matter of fact, from Istanbul to Ankara, they had these old tar roads, and they just dumped truckload after truckload of gravel and ashes on the uphill side of the road. And so you never had but one lane that was free, and people were dodging in and out of this at full tilt. And the tires hitting this stuff it would work its way across the road. It was one of the roughest roads I've ever been on in my life. Somebody's got a blinker.
Turkey again.
Oh.
All that. So
Yeah.
Oh, that's scraping bottom, isn't it? No one ever said there was a good road to Dubai, is it? You still awake, Sam?
what?
Are you still awake?
Are you awake?
Yeah. Awake. Yes. كيف حالك مستر؟
كيف حالك؟ صباح.
كويس انت؟
نعم كويس شكرا.
الحمد لله.
As you can see, just a continuous row of trucks, all
all the way up to the horizon. I mean, you'd think that there was a war going on or something.
What's the truck? Yeah, I know, but why can't... Okie dokie.
Okay.
And a bit.
Well, let's hope we don't have any stops.
Oh, I won't have any now. We're the first car of the season up this way, obviously.
Yeah. Boy, I'm surprised they can make it up this muddy road like this, really.
Yeah, he's doing good.
Mm-hmm. Chuck his head. Feel that head? Can't believe we're making it.
Guardian angel.
Give it a push.
Assisting. Oh, yeah.
But Ron's idea to come here in March. What was whose idea was it to come here in March?
I'll never say.
No.
I'll take the
Oh
fifth
boy.
on that.
Of course, we don't want to go down there. That's it, folks. Six o'clock in the morning.
Ahead of us here, towards that white peak in the distance, is what's left of Noah's Ark. Now, if you look carefully, you can see the outline of the gun walls all the way around. We have close-up photographs that show decayed timber. We have mineral analysis that shows decayed timber and oxidized metal. Now, on the right-hand side, you'll notice there's a prominence that juts out. Just beyond that, there's a dent or a dip in the gun wall. It was at this point that the boat coming from your left was forced up on a limestone outcropping. Point, the lava tipped the boat up at 11.5-degree angle, and then the flow either slackened or the lava was diverted and went on down the valley.
Right there, it's a straight line, 64 degrees, 49 feet, right to Station A. Okay, I'm gonna shut down and go behind station. Okay, it's heading right for the... All right, now Ron, we're on iron now, okay? We're on iron, so make your pass. Okay. Okay, you got it right there. Now make a mark. Okay, make a mark behind his heel. Try for the try for one more we got in there. There it goes. That's the boat. Mehmet is there. Omet. And you? Huh? Medik. Ali. Good.
You're on. Okay, this is the line with the buried city. The line with the buried city. All right, that's the line with the boat. Yeah, I'm not sure it picked up on the camera. I saw it. It's taking. Okay, that's the line with the boat. Now make one with the shovel, okay? The test shovel. Yeah. Now we have the metal shovel here, the iron shovel, to show that it works with the shovel. Okay. The lines aren't that far apart, but one goes directly to the boat. The other one goes directly to the shovel. And the third one goes directly to that buried settlement. Now we're taking compass headings from point A. Give us a, okay, 146. What's the heading? 192. You'll find it's just slightly to the right of the mountain peak. That's where the village is buried.
Yeah, you got the first bearing now. You got it just to the right.
Okay. Okay, 157, that's to the boat. Showed that the metal was on the boat. Right here.
For Noah.
For Noah. Yeah. Noah's boat.
Up above?
Yeah.
Well, how about the rib? Down the rib. I'm gonna come in real close. There's a rib every 9 feet apart. Okay. Now I can do this.
Just above exactly which way the boat came into this area, because it had to drop several of its anchors, stone anchors that were keeping the nose into the waves. They had to be chopped loose from the boat so it could pass over the hills that were just barely under the water to come into land just above where it is at the moment.
Okay.
But these stones, anchors, are laying in line with the direction it actually came to rest.
Okay, so
And they built a city there, a settlement of some kind, probably in our language, a tourist place where pilgrims came to see the boat.
okay, so
And
it came
then-
down towards the direction that it came in.
Right, absolutely. Back right out.
David, Sam arkadaşlar geldik buraya Nuh'un gemisini görmeye.
Okay, there's the ark. There's the remains of the ark. All right, now whether we're looking at the bow or the stern, I don't know. Let's suppose that we're looking at the stern. Then where the guys are standing right now, right up here where port side, and there's the gunwale coming all the way up. The big mound in the middle, that's the superstructure where she's fallen in on herself. That's where we got the iron readings and all. Okay. This is about where the keel timber comes through. Walking up in. Just want to show us plants that are growing out of this that don't grow anyplace else. Here's some of it right here.
the Amomum. This is in legends and myths, and the root of this, you can dig it up and you get a kind of a balm or something, ointment out of this, and this you rub on the skin and that, and it keeps you looking young. So the ladies will be interested in that.
Now this was the weed that Utnapishtim gave to Gilgamesh that was the secret of his longevity.
That's right.
Be careful, they walk so close to the edge, the gunnels are ready to cave in now. So now we're walking on top of the rib timbers here underneath here.
في هذه اللحظة الجميلة قام صديقي رولاند ويات بإحضارنا إلى إحدى المعالم الجميلة وهي سفينة نوح والأفراد الذين نجوا معهم من البركان وبلغ عددهم 7. وهذه سفينة نوح على جميع من يحب الآثار أن يحضر إلى تركيا إزلنجي كيو إلى آثار هذه السفينة. وفي عام 6 ميلادي ذهب مستر رولاند إلى المدرسة في هذا الاختصاص، وفي عام 77 وجدان السفينة 77. وفي عام 79 بقدرة رب العالمين خرجت فوق سطح الأرض. وشكرا لأصدقائي وإلى اللقاء المرة الأخرى. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
This is inside of the ark. There's the port side. Up to the bow.
All right, the gentleman in the classic Arab dress in front of us here is the first Arab gentleman to walk on Noah's Ark. Now, of course, when Noah was on the Ark, this gentleman's great ancestor was here, but since the term Arab came along much later, he is indeed the first Arab to stand on this ancient vessel.
Sacred holy spot.
Of course, this will be considered a sacred spot to all nations. And the gentleman on the left is David Fasold, very energetic gentleman who's been very helpful in researching this Samran Al-Motairy from Tabuk, Saudi Arabia.
Mukhtar is there and he's standing next to the limestone. Standing next to the limestone that comes into the mound. Now what you're seeing here, and running off down, curving around, right, following the gunnel up, up, come to the widest spot right here. And along, you can see the outcropping comes through. This is where Ron thinks the door was. And then up the gunnel to what Ron thinks the bow is up at the top. Okay, there's the bow. Now coming down port side. Good structure there. Gunnel's falling away quite a bit right here. Although on the outside, it's a terrific drop-off. Like, for instance, right here on the other side. And, of course, that's where the rib timbers are showing. Okay, so this is it, the whole hull of... Well, what do you want to do about that? You think they'll dig if we show the iron, or what? That on iron. Okay, keep walking. You'll get another one pretty soon. Okay, there's the next one. All right, keep walking. Anything else? You'll get one at the keel line for sure. Okay, see, now that's a strong back. That's not a keel line. Okay, so that's more gusseting on the ribs, you see? Now you'll get one up here just about now. As soon as your heel goes across it. There you go. Okay, stand there a minute, Ron. See? Let me shoot in on that. That is absolutely on the keel line. Now, why does this thing show longitudinal lines of iron? You tell me why.
A reinforcement, or maybe even cages, or you know, it's hard to say, but there's large.
It's main strong back pretty soon. Oh boy, she really flipped all the way around. Okay. It's going to be hard for me to take a picture here, but there's your next one. You see, Ron?
Same distance
Hey,
as on the other side.
Ron, I could measure them with a measuring tape and tell you how many feet they are apart. I mean, there is something symmetrical. This is man-made, Ron. There's no doubt about it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Ron, I'm going to take this off of the iron.
All right.
And I'm going to put it on the G reading. Because you remember, when we were down on the slope, we had a good...
Yeah, from site 1.
Yeah, site 1. But I didn't know if it was coming to the boat or whether it was coming past the boat. Right close by the bow, you've got the little mountain there where the village is buried.
Right.
That's a good possibility you can have that.
Well, we had land going to the village too.
This is a prototype machine that was developed by John Fales, and Tom Smith has been working on it. Scanatron Corporation. This is really working out handy with archaeological. Is we're going to check for material density. We got it on ground, and check for material density. Okay. Let's see what we get. Walk on down. Boy, oh boy, we got a real archaeological team here. What's this guy? Where'd this guy get this metal detector? What do we got there? A PI? This is coming down the side. Now, if you look carefully, you can see that every 9 feet, like right here, there's one crack, another crack, another crack, another crack. Those cracks are spaced every 9 feet. And so it separates the rib timbers. Yeah. Okay, coming back up. Now Ron wants to call the bow the one with the highest elevation. And so the stern is downhill, so he called this the starboard side. This is where you start seeing the ribs come out. See that crack in the middle of the frame now? Okay, now we move another 9 feet, and there's the next crack. Well, I think we skipped one, because there's another crack, and there's another one. Now look at that picture. Study that picture good. You telling me that those aren't rib timbers under there? And I got iron readings all up and down along the keel lines, iron readings longitudinally through the whole formation for all the metal that's in the strong backs.
Good. Lines down through there. Those are 2.5 feet wide at even intervals on 9-foot centers. Every 9 feet, as steady as you go.
It's even coming square.
It's
even coming square, Ron.
Right, you can see where the decayed wood is decayed out and the
90 degrees, square.
right, the matrix that has surrounded the timber, and then the timber has decayed and it's eroding out, and on top is not a spillover there, it's just a sharp edge, so the actual falling rain and melting snow up there has eroded that away. It's actually criminal not to get something done here very quickly, and I hope everybody can get their heads together so that this
Noah's Ark.
Yeah, found. If you'll get your metal detector right there, you'll find interesting phenomena.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Shouldn't be here if this just a hunk of mud.
Well, one would think not. Especially at 9-foot entrance.
Ron,
Objects.
let me ask you a question. You don't think we're on Noah's Ark, do you?
There's a dark